Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So, this evening we're talking about crystals, obviously. That's what we're here for. We are the Inner Quartz, Chad.
Linda.
We are also SFPI, Smith Family Paranormal Investigations. Some of our various merch that we have up there.
And on the back of the door.
And on the back of the door. So tonight we are talking about cleansing of crystals. Many people use crystals for various reasons, whether it be for protection, for spell casting,
Revisions.
kind of a vision quest type thing, soothing your mind and your body and your soul. With every crystal that is out there, each one of them has a different energy that goes along with it, and with that is it can either increase good juju or increase bad juju.
Depends on how
Can you tell I like the word juju? Crystals travel from cellar to cellar and stuff like that. So every time, like when we got our crystals, we bring them home, we cleanse them and stuff like that, and we're going to go over basically 10 different aspects of cleansing them, whether it be water cleansing, rice cleansing, smudging,
with the earth
cleansing, sun and moon cleansing. We're going to go over each one and kind of go over with you exactly what it is and stuff like that. We're obviously not going to pop out a sun and moon to show you, but you'll get the effect of what we're going through. With ours, I usually do ours around the time of the full moon, like we said in one of our previous episodes. Is I'll go around and collect everybody's, take some of the dirt that's outside, put it in a gallon Ziploc bag, put all of our gems and crystals and jewels and necklaces and bracelets. She goes without a bracelet for a day
or so.
But let it sit out in the sunlight, absorb that, get the full moon absorption of that, and then the following day after the full moon, I usually go collect them, and still with all the dirt and stuff that's been in that in the Ziploc bag, I hand it back to everybody. They can dust them off themselves, put their intent and their power back into, because obviously I don't I don't put gloves on. I sit there and say, here's your crystal, and sit there and pull out a clump of dirt and say, this one's Tiffany's. Hand it to her with the dirt and all, so that way she can clean it off. But we'll go through. But if you go to, like when we go to Crystal Fox, everybody in there has been touching and feeling and wanting to see if this is the right crystal for them. And so it's best to bring it home and do a whole thing to clean them off. The first one that we're going to explain is running water. Running water in the sense that if it is a crystal or a gem or something that can be put in there, such as quartzes, your hard obsidians and stuff like that. Not something that's going to fall apart. And basically, you just want to run it under, either put it in ice cold water, is kind of what you want to do, is to basically make it run like a stream, if you think about it. Is get the running water going, and as it's flowing, I mean, you can basically put it in one hand, have the water run into this hand so it flows in, and then just
like a waterfall.
Almost like a waterfall effect. Kind of like the little waterfall thing Linda bought the other day. It's popping, the water comes in and flows. Just gonna go look for it. She wasn't prepared. She wasn't expecting me to say something.
It doesn't have water in it, so you can't show it.
Well, this could technically be utilized to help us cleanse whatever gemstones. You take these gems out, put one at a time, let it flow from the top to the bottom, let it cleanse 1 minute per stone. So literally, you put that one in, take it out, put it on a napkin. That way, it can start drying off a little bit. But 1 minute per stone. I like the black one. Like oh, snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Okay. You could have used your help last night too.
Phone's going off. Extraterrestrials coming to get it. Stones that are brittle or soft, such as selenite, kainite, and halite, are not to be run underwater. They are very brittle. They are super soft, and they will fall apart. It's not something you want. Sorry, the washer just went off. Salt water. Kind of like the running water, but this is what you do is you take a teaspoon or so of where's my phone? Let me look up, see what the message was.
Okay.
If you're near the
well, you're the one that right. Calm down, Brandon.
If you're near the ocean, consider collecting a bowl of salt water. Otherwise, mix a teaspoon of sea salt, or rock salt or table salt into a bowl. Make sure it's completely submerged, whatever you're utilizing. This one's good for hard stones such as quartzes and amethysts. Excuse me. And you just basically, and what we've learned is that because of the fact that sea salt is harsh and abrasive, you want to keep it in there for a little bit longer, not just your 1 hour, 24 hours. You want to keep it in there for upwards of almost like 2 days, because that way it absorbs more of the sea salt. Ones that you should not utilize it on is anything soft, porous, such as your quartzes that have the jagged edges and stuff like that. Anything that has trace materials such as silver, gold, and stuff like that. Selenite, calcite, and angelite are ones that you should not utilize in the sea salt variation, mainly because sea salt is abrasive. Once you're done, it's been submerged and in there for a couple hours, or even a couple of days. Make sure it's pat dry. Don't rub dry. Just pat it. That way, it keeps that the salt and stuff consistent on there. Anybody that has ever dropped phone into water will kind of understand this one. Rice.
I won't say it was me.
Yeah, she dropped the phone. She dropped the phone in the toilet a couple of times.
Didn't mean that, I promise.
And we bring it out and throw it right into rice and absorption. But more specifically, brown rice for cleansing and stuff. It's basically to draw out any negativity and into a safe and confined space. Because what you're doing is you're putting brown rice into a bag, you're putting your stones into a bag, and you're keeping it in there. And that way it'll help, especially with your protection stones, such as your black tourmaline and black obsidian. And actually, any stone can go in there. And you can actually not only just put it in a bag, but you can put it into a bowl. So if you have a specific cleansing bowl, so this is not a utilized bowl for eating and stuff like that, you go out, you get yourself a cleansing bowl and make it your own. I mean, whether put little symbols on it and stuff, that it is yours. That way it's not to be utilized. Kind of like we were talking about before with the witchery stuff. If you're going to have an altar and you're going to have your one specific bowl for cleansing of your ritual stuff, essentially, then utilize that and make it your own. Whether it be the triple goddess, the two moons and the full moon in the middle. But this in particular, you can put in there you want to keep it in for about 24 hours. And that way, the more it's able to absorb and basically get the bad juju out. And again, brown rice you can utilize with any stone. We apologize if you start seeing smoke going across. It is our normal incense that we light, and hopefully we will not see that red flash go across like we did the one time and scared the bejeebus out of us.
Yeah.
So what was that?
That's so real.
And then watching the replay, and it was only smoke. So again, since we're almost halfway through, just one. Any merch, you can go to Smith Family Paranormal, or go to www.sfpi.
And don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is new times, morning and evening, 2 a day. New merch, new stuff coming out.
Forgot something.
One job.
I had one job. At the end of the month, don't forget. Actually, I think, are we doing an unboxing Saturday?
This Saturday? Mm-mm.
No, just a small one, not our big one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the end of the month, you're not getting away with it. I'm sorry.
Just an unboxing, not a giveaway.
No, man. No, sir. No, sir.
She said, ma'am. I had to check.
No, I mean.
I confused myself.
So if you guys want to see more shows, we are actually doing a business trip on the weekend of the 18th. We are going to Ocean City, Maryland. We have an opportunity to go investigate the Lighthouse Museum on the boardwalk. And then we are also going to be walking the boardwalk right after that. So it'll be.
If any of you have been down to Ocean City, Maryland, it's the Life Saving Museum that's right there on the inlet.
Mm-hmm.
If you park, and it's right there. So
We have the opportunity for that, and then we are there for the entire weekend, so there will be tons more places to do. A lot of lives.
And I realized why she made it for that weekend. Tuesday is our anniversary.
Yeah, perfect timing. Gotta love it.
But then she brings Sam along.
I did that.
Next one. Natural light, not that up there.
The sun and the moon.
Ritual cleansing is often centered around certain points in the solar or lunar cycle. Basically saying, put it outside. Prolonged exposure to direct sunlight may weather the stone surface, so make sure you return it in for the morning. It basically says take it outside right before nightfall and bring it in before 11 a.m. This will allow your stone to bathe in the light of both the moon and the sun,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of what we do.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, in my opinion.
She speaks.
What? I speak. What does that supposed to mean? Because I rarely do it. Sorry.
Ones that you want to utilize it on is your tumbled stones. So any ones that we just pulled out at like that waterfall thing. The tumbled stones, anything that has kind of like a super shine to it. Mm-hmm. Your black tourmaline, especially that.
Some of your chakras.
Chakra beads or chakra gem stones that have been polished and stuff like that. Like this one here. This one has the black tourmaline on it and the lava stones, but it's mostly the black tourmaline. Those are your polished stones. Then you got your chakra. These are polished stones also. So
you can just put the entire thing in there.
Nope. I'll come around and be like, give me your necklaces, your beads, your rings, anything that needs to be put outside. Goes in, like I said, like 1 gallon Ziploc bag with dirt outside. But this is saying to just we haven't gotten to the dirt part. But this
he's jumping.
Just put it outside in the sunlight. You want to keep it out there for quite a bit. So if you put it out there about 6 p.m. before nightfall, go back out 10, 12 hours later. So 6 p.m., 6 a.m. is 12 hours. But basically bring it in before 11 a.m. where you're starting to get full sunlight. That was a vehicle going past. Do not use it on any of your vibrant stones, such as your rubies and such like amethyst. These will get damaged by any type of inclement weather. Your vibrant stones will discolor essentially in your outside in the sunlight. Number 5. I was going to have her pull out sage, but I don't.
It's underneath my feet. The back, against the wall, and I'm not digging it out.
Sage. Basically, utilize it as if you were cleansing a house, but you're cleansing your quartzes. Sage is a sacred plant with a multitude of healing properties. Smudging your stone is said to clear inharmonious vibrations and restore it to natural energy. Things you'll need. 3 things you'll need. 1, a fire-safe bowl, a lighter or matches, and loose or bundled sage. If you're unable to smudge outdoors, make sure you're near an open window. This will allow the smoke and negative energies to disperse. Ignite the top of the sage with the flame. Transfer the sage to your non-dominant hand and firmly grasp your stone and move it through the smoke. Smoke to envelope the stone for about 30 seconds. It's been a while since your last cleansing, or you feel the stone is holding a lot onto it. Consider smudging for an additional 30 seconds. You can utilize this on any stone you have. I think the next time before we take them outside, I might actually do that.
Before we leave next weekend.
Next Thursday, we might be doing a little bit of smudging.
Yeah.
So, Sam, you got any stones you need smudging? We're going to be smudging on Thursday when you get up here. So, and we still will have another episode next Thursday.
Yes.
We apologize for the inconvenience of not having one last week. We had a little bit of things going on here at the house. So, but we're back on schedule. Number 6.
Vibration of sound.
She speaks.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Sound healing allows a single pitch or tone to wash over your area, bringing it into the same vibration as the tone. Anybody that's ever played piano knows what a tuning fork is. It's essentially, it's not a tuning fork, but it's kind of looks
Somewhere.
The vibration. You can get the same effect using a butter knife on the, but this is a company accomplished using chanting, singing bowls, a tuning fork, or even a nice bell. It doesn't matter what the key sound is, so long as the sound emitted is loud enough for the vibration to fully encompass the stone. This method is ideal for collectors who have a large volume of crystals, not easily inventoried or moved.
Yeah, when they're doing this.
I think we need a singing bowl. Yes, I make weird noises. Who doesn't?
Entertainment.
Is that what we're calling this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apparently it's entertainment. Approximate duration of such, about 5 to 10 minutes. So let it hit the tuning fork, and just let it until it dissipates, and then hit it again. We have a large collection of stones, so we can either smudge them, or we can sit there and
set them
outside, or hit a large bell, or not cattle bell. We don't need any more cattle bell. Number 7, using a larger stone. So most of the stones that we have are super small. I mean, they're decent size. But that 2.3 pound one is a larger stone that we can utilize. And hopefully Cynthia, who won it at our last giveaway.
And her box and on the way. Be there Saturday.
So you're seeing this on Thursday. Cynthia, watch the mail on Saturday. I'm constantly moving things around. Larger quartz clusters, amethyst, geodes, and selenite slabs can be great tools for cleaning smaller stones. Place your stone directly inside or on top of other stones. It's thought that the larger stone's vibrations remove the inharmonious energies found in the resting stones. And this can be utilized for any. So like our phantom quartz that we have, that's not going anywhere. But we could utilize that phantom quartz by sticking it in the center of a large bowl. I mean, most of the stuff we can utilize in get a large bowl. It could be one of those singing bowls. Stick your large quartz in there and stick the other ones in there. Hit the tuning fork, and then set it inside so that the vibration hits everything in there. And
you don't need a specific singing bowl. You can use any metal bowl. It does just the same vibration.
She speaks.
I'm still here.
Normally, I'm the one talking the whole time. But
I get used to it every now and then. Continue.
Calling you now. You can utilize this on any stone because most of the time you're utilizing it not in any harsh, abrasive, or possible discoloration from sunlight, natural light. So you can utilize that. Smaller stones, number 8. You slow down. We're only a half hour. Smaller stones. Clear quartzes, hematite are also said to have an overall cleaning effect. These stones are typically smaller. You may need to have more than one on hand to successfully clean other stones. Place the small stones into the clearing stones into a small bowl and set the stone you want to restore on top of it. This can be utilized on any stone. So all those little teeny tiny crystals that she has, she can, if we need to restore the selenite sphere, she could put that on the smaller stones underneath and restore that in particular.
It took me forever getting it out of there.
And then once it's cleansed, you can put it back in here. The reason we utilize the cages is it said that anything that is negative or such, that it'll be trapped inside and with the stone compared to it's the screen flickered.
Zero this power, we're good.
Yep. So another thing that can be utilized, and it's slightly overlooked, is your own breath.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Well, sit there and breathe on it. Talk to it. Enjoy it. Hold the stone in your dominant hand, focusing on your intention for a moment, and deeply inhale through your nostrils. Bring this stone closer to your face and exhale short, forceful breaths through your nose and onto the stone. So apparently I was doing it wrong. And yes, I guess you can make all those weird looking faces too.
The fun of it.
Obviously, you're not going to be trying to utilize that on larger stone. This is for your smaller stones. Just remember that inhaling a smaller stone might get it lodged. That's why it says to inhale away. And then bring it near. So, almost done with that. The last one, number 10, is visualization. This is where most of your chakra will come in handy. Then when we learned about your third eye, this is where this becomes part of it. Basically, what you want to do is you want to visualize this being cleansed. You're going to ground yourself, you center yourself, and you're going to visualize what your intentions are. It is considered the safest way to clear stones. It can be intimidating for some. The more you tune into yourself with the sense of self, the easier it may be to redirect your energy to the stone you want to restore. You're going to ground yourself, center yourself, and the energy around you. Pick up your stone and visualize in your hand, filling it with white, radiant light. See the light surround the stone and feel it round and brighter, glowing brighter in your hand. Envision the impurities flushing out of the stone. Continue your visualization until you feel a shift in the stone's energy. So basically what it's telling you is use your third eye to visualize, which is part of your chakra. Visualize that stone getting brighter and brighter until it's almost unbearable to see because it's so bright. And then continue visualizing, and eventually you'll notice that it's either cleansed or that it needs to be cleansed more, at which point you just keep visualizing. And obviously if you're getting that thing to glow bright white, you're doing something.
Yeah.
So that's the cleansing part of tonight's subject. Once you've cleansed it, then you have to sit there and put your intentions back on to what you want to utilize it for. And basically that is called activating or activation of crystal. With all of ours, most of ours is for protection since we are a paranormal investigation.
Sorry.
Over here doing Elvis Presley. I was like, what are you doing? What was I thinking? Activating. Since we do paranormal investigations, a lot of our stones are for protection. So we will sit there and after we've done the cleansing and stuff like that, usually we'll go off on our separate ways because we don't want to. I don't want her focused attention on my stone, and she doesn't want mine on hers.
It does us no good.
Right. So that's why.
Especially if we sell crystals, I've been asked this. We do not put our power nor our crystal or intentions into the crystals we sell, only because it makes absolutely no sense for the other person that is receiving them. We want them to be able to have it as pure as possible. So when they get it home, they can cleanse it, they can activate it, and they can do what they need to do by putting their intentions into it. Everybody's different. We just believe in that.
So, Cynthia, when you get yours on Saturday, it has never had any of our intentions on it. It is never, I mean, it's never even been outside to be cleansed. We got it, we pull them out of the boxes.
And they get put away in the box behind us.
We've obviously cleansed a little bit of it because being the fact that it came out of the box, and we don't want any negative juju in the house. But a lot of that is from just having it in somewhat. It was at one point it was sitting in front of natural light, so because they are crystals, they can sit in front of natural light, and it kind of helps with the bring kind of an ambiance of the.
That's why I told
color.
her to do it when she got it. It's gonna look really awesome.
So when you get it, do your cleansings and stuff like that with it, and whatever intentions you have for it, utilize it well. And it is a very nice crystal. I mean, I kept on saying it's a large paperweight because
it's really beautiful.
How big it is. I mean, it's a 2.3 pound crystal. So you will like it very much, I believe. As far as marches, we're not doing a real big one. That's like June.
Mm-hmm.
June when we do our big unboxing. Somebody's gonna have something. Will probably, depending on how many extra ones of those we have, somebody might get crystal.
Yep. And don't miss our next auction to help the Ukraine.
Yep.
Our next auction is actually this fellow right here.
And it will be coming in
a nice box. Please be careful. And if you're gonna light it up, take the tab out. And make sure you put it back.
It has a little tab, and then has a switch on the bottom, so that you can see the light, and then as it's sitting up,
it looks really cool.
The light will change.
Mr. Thinkin sent that to us.
Thinking of others. He's always thinking of others. And this is, it will be bubble wrapped. It will be.
Careful.
It comes with this box. And it will be coming with these two. These are handwritten by Thinkin himself.
And I love that he does this because he writes it in English first and then he translates it into Chinese.
No.
Translating
this one's in Ukrainian.
Ukrainian, okay.
So it says, brothers and sisters of the Ukraine, our prayers we send. May angels from heaven protect your loved ones. We send hope, God's joy. And then in Ukrainian. So that is, and if anybody wants to help, we will be showing this on our live tomorrow, or Linda will be showing this on her live tomorrow.
I have 2 lives.
To start off, because this is obviously on Thursday, so the auction will start on tomorrow. Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be airing Thursday. So hopefully we've gotten a good response in the meantime for the auction. So if you didn't see it tomorrow, I'm filming these things on Tuesday. I don't know why I'm just talking. Just check it out, and it will be posted on our Facebook, Smith Family Paranormal. That way we can hopefully run it up. We did a pretty good job with the
crystal.
$50.
Yeah, $50.
$50 for that.
And all of that goes over to the Ukraine to help the families out over there, which is very important to us. So everything and anything helps. Any procedures that I get when Sherry and I do our fundraiser, which her and I will be doing another one. All of those go over to Ukraine as well to help out the families and stuff over there. That is a very sad subject. It's heartbreaking to watch what they're going through. Mothers had to say goodbye to their 18-year-old sons because they've been drafted to go to war, which was the saddest thing I've ever seen. So it's just every bit helps just to bring them home and make sure everybody's safe so we can end all this. And then I will be having upside down, right there. They will be little keychains. I will also be making earrings and necklaces with the Ukraine flag. All of the procedures from these proceeds from these merchandise will be going over to the Ukraine as well. Every little penny helps. So if you would like to help out with that, see me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do have a poster up on Facebook all over. You can go check that out, or go to Smith Family Paranormal Investigation YouTube channel and check that out as well.
And back to you, Bob. As most of you see on the corner up here, B&B Cares. As part of the Bald and Bonkers Network, all of us are working diligently to. We can't fix everything. We can't. I mean, as Ron White says, you can't fix stupid. And the unfortunate problem is what's going on over there in the Ukraine is by somebody stupid. But we, as Bald and Bonkers Network and friends and families of Smith Family Paranormal, Bald and Bonkers, PWI, Drew's History, and Drew's Paranormal, we are all trying to do some stuff that's helping, and hopefully we'll put a little bit of a dent in helping out what's going on. I mean, you got to look at what is going on over there. It's a lot of U.S. servicemen are going to be going over there from Afghanistan. They're going to be transported right over to Ukraine and stuff like that. So we got to look out not only for our veterans here and stuff like that that'll be coming back from Afghanistan, Kuwait, Iraq, and now Ukraine, because we are a member of NATO, and our president's already said that he will be sending forces over to help NATO forces out. So, but B&B Cares is all of us in the network coming together, doing our little auction. of various things that are our Smith family, paranormal family, and Bald and Bonkers and PWI. Again, all of our groups. They're our fans, family, sending us stuff. I mean, that specifically, that it was from Thinking, and
You gonna show off the other one?
no,
You gonna wait?
that will be Saturday. We will be doing one unboxing. Not necessarily a Crystal Fox unboxing, but it's an unboxing nonetheless. So, and then we have Cynthia, who just won Crystal. She has a limited edition something coming.
You're about to say it.
I won't say it. I know what it is. We know what it is. Cynthia knows what it is, but she sent this. I think Sherry may know because I think I showed her the picture of it. So she knows what it is, but nobody else does. So
not until it comes.
So once the dragon one is done and sent off, we will be starting that one, and more than likely, what we will be unboxing Saturday, just quick unboxing. Those are extremely limited edition, and at least one of them is staying here. The other two will be signed by me and Linda and auctioned off, probably separately.
Oh yeah, definitely separately.
Or the two highest bidders. We don't have to do it separately, but the two highest bidders will get those. And they are very nice.
They are.
Thank you, Thinking, for those.
Generous, definitely.
So whatever you can do to help and the description in the bottom of the descriptions when this goes up, because our producers will put the flow code in the description. Go down there and look at the different things that we have that is going through the network. One of them is basically Ukrainian, helping with the Ukrainian children. That is going to be the most affected, because they're going to have their world is essentially being ripped upside down between bombings and infighting in towns and planes being shot out of the sky and stuff like that, and helicopters. It's the kids that are going to be affected the most. And I hate to say it, but PTSD in an adult is not nice. You do that to a child, a 6, 7, 8-year-old, it's worse. Mm-hmm. So think about helping out, not only through our auctions and stuff like that, like Linda said, all the proceeds that are going off of these Ukrainian shamrock keychains, all those proceeds will be going to Ukrainian stuff, because most of the stuff that we are selling, we transfer the money over and it gets sent to where it needs to go. So we're going to show a small clip and we are going to get out of here, and we will see you guys next Thursday.
as the world is always changing. Sometimes we must step up. This is how Bald and Bonkers cares.
Investigator, get here. My fiance didn't give you a call.
See you all next week.
See ya. Have a good week.